We are live. Thriving Body Masterclass. Oh, we're here. Okay, I'm getting this set up. Okay, I can see comments. Yes. Okay. This is my first time doing it in this way, and I'm still figuring out. Usually I do these over Zoom. So, I can see comments, I can see my notes, all the things. So I'm going to actually open this up a little bit more. I'm so excited that you're here. There is some, it's finally here. I was really just kind of grounding myself before I came on and pushed live because this is such a new level for me of coming from my past and where I came from, which I'm going to share a little bit more of, but this is a new level for me, and I'm excited to be able to bring this out into the world, and that you are the one here that gets to listen to this and learn this. I don't think that that's by coincidence. I think it's on purpose. So first of all, I want to hear, type in the chat where you're from, where and what you're really hoping to get from this training today. I really want to let you know I love engagement. I love when you drop your thoughts or emojis in the comments. It really just lights me up, and it helps me to just really fire all of this out there like that much more, with that much more energy, okay? So you get out of something what you put into it, right? And so I really want you to just be here, be engaging, be very present. I just love it. I love it, love it. So hello, so many of you are here live. So good. Okay. Yay! Tori says, Utah. I love hearing others and it gives me ideas to try myself. Yes. Jamie is from Harriman, Utah. I just wanted to learn your amazing way. Oh, so good. I love this. Thank you. Thank you. Tori, I want to touch on that real quick I love that you shared that I love ideas, because I truly believe, I don't believe in like taking someone else and like copy paste. I used to do that and it worked for me up until a point. But I love something I just really take and use in my life right now is ideas in equal ideas out for me. And that's something that I'm actually really going to be kind of touching on is like you and your own uniqueness. And I love hearing other people's ideas because I plant it into my brain, my filter, my experience, my beliefs, my, programming, and then I bring ideas out and then they're unique to me. So anyways, totally off on a random thing already. But I hope that spoke to you because that's been a huge thing for me. Lucy says, Wyoming, learning new things. Kenley, hello, listening from Orangeville, my hometown. Karen says, I'm from Northern Indiana. So good. All right. Love it, love it. So for those of you who don't know me yet, I know Jenny's from Ontario, Canada. Hi, Jenny. It's good to see you. I know that there are a lot of new faces here and people who, have just joined this space recently. So I wanted to kind of make sure that I acknowledge you and let you know just a super quick second of just who I am. Obviously, I'm Carrot and Roundy. Hello. I'm a wife. I've been married for almost 13 years. The end of this month will be 13 years, which is still crazy to me. I am a mom of 3 little kids. I have a 6, a 3, almost 7 and 4, and a 1-year-old. So I'm also a certified master level life coach. I've helped hundreds of men and women, majority of them women, but I have worked with men, to live just happier, healthier lives in whatever way that looks like for them. And, whether that's weight loss, whether that's making more money, whether that's in their marriage, parenting, like you name it, it's came up in our coaching calls at one point or another. So I highly encourage you. Yes, okay, I'm tapping into the comments again. Tori says that's exactly what I meant. Yeah, I totally knew that's what you meant. I was just adding that in for other people of I love doing exactly what you're doing. Of like, give me ideas, give me tap me into your brain because it's so good. Cheryl, Winnemucca, Nevada, 2 months postpartum and eager to help my mindset around my body. Girl, I can relate 1000% with that. So glad you're here. So I highly encourage you to write down notes and to be super active in the chat during the event today. Remember, I love the engagement. I'm loving this. I'm loving to be able to chat with you and bring the energy with this. So how many of you want to get a ton out of this next hour? I'm hoping it's going to be an hour. We may go a little over. I have a lot of notes. But even if that's the case, that's okay. This recording is going to be here. If you've got to jump, you can come back and finish it. But I really encourage you to try to stay for it as much as you can and to be live. But how many of you want to remember as much as possible? Say I do in the chat if you want to remember as much as possible. Scientists did research studies and they discovered that you only retain 10 to 15%. Like when you go to a training or you go to like a seminar or you go to something, you only retain 10 to 15%. How many of you would love to like come to an event, spend an hour of your time or longer, and remember only 10 to 15% of the stuff that you hear? Like, give me no thank you. Like, I don't want 10 to 15. It's like if I'm going to be investing my time and my energy into something, like 10 to 15% of it, like that's not worth it. So listen to this. Yes, so good. Kylie, hello, it's so good to see you. Okay, Kylie says I do. Lucy says I do. Melanie, I do. Yes, Kenley, Jamie, Cheryl. Oh, so good. Okay, you guys are my people. All right, now listen to this. If you write it down, the research found that you retain 20 to 25%. So how many of you have like a pen now? If you didn't, you do now. A pen and a paper or pencil, right? To write things down. So did you know that there's a way to retain even more? Did you know that? If you do something or say something, if you're active, I know that we're all like sitting in our own, whether you're in your room or wherever you are, you're all sitting in your own space. But if you do something or say something, if you're active with the information that you're receiving, your retention goes up to 70 to 80%. Is that insane? 70 to 80% retention rate. How many of you want to learn more and keep it longer? Like if you're ready, say I do again in the comments. Yes. Okay. That's just a super side note. I'm always like, people think of investment all the time of like with money, but like investment is your time. Investment is the time that you're spending into something. And so I really value that. Like I value that you're here. I value that you're spending time, listening to this and leaning in and like paying attention and getting something out of this. So I wanted to just preface that to help you to get like not 10%, but like 70 to 80. Like, yes, please. Okay. So before I really dive into the content of today's training, call, conversation, whatever you want to call it, I want to lay a little bit of a foundation. Now, the tagline to this masterclass is the secret to your physical transformation. So this is not some secret product. It's not a, eat this food, follow this diet, follow this workout program type of training. Like that's not what you're going to get here today. I can guide you in those specific things. I can guide you, and share with you all of the things that I know about all the things out there, like based on your specific body, your goals, etc. Like I could do all of that. I've spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars and 10 years of time to learn all the things about workouts and nutrition and diets and like intermittent fasting and like all these different things of like what works for your body and how to boost metabolism, like all these different things. I could share all that with you. I have that knowledge and experience. And you would probably get results for a short period of time. However, I would be doing you a massive disservice if I dove into that today. First, step one, because that's not what you actually need for a long-term physical transformation. Okay, that's a piece of it, but it's not what has to come first. So I'm going to really challenge some of your beliefs and maybe give you a whole different perspective on, things and maybe your past experience or even what you believe right now. And I encourage you to just come with a total open mind. Okay? Be open to the challenge. If you want something different, you have to do something different. So the uncomfortable, the challenge that you might feel might be the exact sign that you're onto something. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, just checking the comments. Yes, I do. So good. Okay, awesome. Thanks for helping each other out in the comments. You guys are amazing. Okay, so if this is landing, if this is making sense to you, give me a let's do it in the chat if you're ready to go, if you're open to this. Because I got to make sure, I know, like I've said this so much in just my marketing and my talking about this, that like this is next level. Like this isn't the typical marketing that you get of like how to lose weight or how to have a physical transformation. Like I'm flipping that stuff upside freaking down. Like, are you okay with that? Like I have this like, it's like, it's a good feeling, but I have this like energy in my chest of like, I'm I'm going out on a limb here. Like but that's showing me this. That's exactly why I have to do it. So I started, most of you know this, some of you don't. I started in the health and fitness industry like over 10 years ago. My only purpose for that, yes, so many of you. Jenny, let's do it. Jamie, let's do it. Jill, let's do it. Cheryl, let's do it. Karen, Jackie, so good. Love it. Kylie, okay, cool. Just making sure you guys are ready and you're willing. You guys gave me the go ahead, so we're going to do it. Okay. Now, back when I started this, my only purpose for that was to change my physical body. That's all I wanted. I hated the body that I had, and I wanted to change it. There was a lot more attached to that, but that was the foundation. I hated the way that I looked. I hated the way that I felt, and I wanted to change it. I wanted the abs. I wanted the sexy legs. I wanted the tiny waist. I wanted the like toned arms, right? And I did end up getting that after a period of time. It took me a bit, but I ended up getting it. But it came with a price. Have you ever had that experience before? Once I got there, I realized that I still wasn't happy. It still wasn't enough. I still didn't like myself or my body. I thought that once I get there, it would be the answer to all my problems. Have you ever felt that way? Have you ever thought that like once I accomplish, having this goal, like this specific body size or this weight or whatever, then I'll be happy. Once I get this, then I'll be happy. Have you ever had that before? Jamie says, yep. I'm going to teach you something right now from someone who's now a master level certified life coach. And literally I walk people through this kind of stuff for a living. Lean in and really hear me on this. This one thing in itself could change everything for you when you really get it. You ready? It's not the goal that you want. It's the way that you think accomplishing that goal is going to make you feel. That's it. You want the feeling. Let that sink in for a second. It's not the goal you want. It's the way you think you're going to feel once you have it. Now, accomplishing the goal of my dream body, but still being unhappy, right? Like all the work, all the effort, all the like hustle and grind and like restriction and all the things that I had to do to get that like dream body, but still being unhappy, still not liking it, that led me to spiraling down a very, very dark path emotionally, big time. Some of you were on that journey with me. And that's when my binge eating disorder really started. I remember one time eating so much. This was just one time out of, oh my gosh, so many. But I remember one time eating so much cake mix powder mixed in with water, because I seen on Pinterest that you could do that and it tastes the exact same as cake batter. So I did. I found a box of cake mix, funfetti to be exact, my favorite, sitting in my pantry one night. My husband was gone at work. This was before kids. He was on a graveyard shift. I was all up in my emotions, thinking these nasty negative thoughts that I didn't realize what I was doing then, but I see now. I grabbed it and I made some, which led to eating more and more and more, to like literal physical pain in my body and so much guilt, so much shame, so much regret that led me to hovering over the toilet bowl with a toothbrush down my throat, just trying to throw it back up, but not being able to. I remember it's almost going there is almost like bringing those sensations back in my body. Like I remember my hands just shaking. I just laid there crying on the bathroom floor. I knew that something had to change. I couldn't keep doing this. That was one of the darkest seasons of my life at that point. I felt hopeless, and ultimately it led me to playing around with becoming bulimic. I was in full-blown binge eating disorder. It was overtaking my life. I was depressed. I was anxious. I just hated it. It bled into my relationship with my husband, my finances. Like literally, it became who I was, and it overtook me. Thank God I just couldn't do it. Like couldn't get that toothbrush to do what I wanted it to do, and it didn't stick. Which now I'm like, I see why. I'm sharing all of this with you to show you just kind of where I came from. And that's only, like I said, like that's only one of a tiny sliver of like years of battling with my negative body image, my toxic relationship with food, and my negative self-worth. Now, my paradigm was running the show and creating my results and my life at that time. Now, a paradigm, if you don't know what that means, I didn't know what it means when I first heard it. I'm like, what is a paradigm? It's an idea or a belief and a habit that you have about an idea. Okay? So for example, the idea that I was ugly or unworthy or, whatever, etc. There was multiple at that time. Those were probably the biggest. That was my paradigm. Your paradigm and your beliefs and your ideas around yourself is what is running the show. You cannot outwork your subconscious mind. You can't outwork your current paradigm. Think about that for a second. Is this making sense so far? Is this landing? Give me a hand raised emoji in the comments if this is landing for you. You have your conscious mind. I like to break it up into like half. I like to make it so simple. It has to be simple to where I can understand it. You have your conscious mind, and then you have your subconscious mind, okay? Your conscious mind is like what you're consciously having to think about. It's like, I'm being conscious with what I'm saying out of my mouth right now, right? Like conscious, like your thoughts that are running, that you're consciously thinking about. Your subconscious mind is just, it's your beliefs, it's your past programming, right? Like your subconscious mind is just running on autopilot, all right? So that's the difference between the two, conscious and subconscious. Your conscious mind plans, loving it. Okay, I'm getting so many hand raised emojis. Your conscious mind plants into the subconscious mind repeatedly by your thoughts and what you're thinking and saying. But here's the thing. The subconscious mind always wins. Your subconscious mind always wins. Frick, right? What is in your subconscious is what is creating the results that you do or do not have. So why not do the work here first in the subconscious? Why not do the work here first that will put you into a position of getting things into flow and into a state of ease versus trying to swim against the current, right? Like I think of a fish like going down like a river or something, right? Like if you can understand how your brain works and understand what it's doing and why it's doing it and understand what's in yours, not even just how it works, but like what's in yours and what's the programming that's running there, right? What's the paradigm that's there? When you can understand that, you can start to work with your brain. Have your brain work for you versus against you. And it's like a fish swimming with the flow of the water, right? It's like in flow, it's ease. Not saying that it's all easy, but it's way easier to work with your brain versus trying to work against it, which is trying to swim upstream. Are you following me? This is exactly why results, if achieved, don't stick. Because there was something deeper there running on autopilot that eventually would win out. Right? And that's different for each person of how long you can stretch that out. But that's why, some people will go on this crash diet and they'll lose a bunch of weight and then they end up rebounding and sometimes gaining even more back on the other side, was because that paradigm was still there at the foundation under the surface, and it always wins out eventually, right? So a belief of who you are, a belief around what you believe about your health, your capabilities, what you're worthy of. Can you see it? Because here's the thing. Until you can see it, you'll never achieve it. Which is why I'm doing this right here, right now. I want you to be able to tap into it and see it, because once you see it, once you can learn it, once you can grasp it, then it's so much easier to be able to achieve it. Are you following with me? Yes. Melanie, yes, so good. Karen, yes, so good. Love it. Okay. Yes, Jamie, yes, but pretty intense. It is intense. I told you guys if you were ready for it. I love it. It is intense. But sometimes that's what we need to do something a little different, right? So I want to explain to you why is this important? In order for you to unlearn the old self, right? Like the old paradigm, the old beliefs, the old patterning that are giving you results that you maybe don't want right now. You've got to become conscious of those automatic programs, of those paradigms that are driving your behaviors and sending you in the wrong direction and sabotaging your actions. Okay? It's not the unconscious thoughts and let me rephrase. It's the unconscious thoughts and the unconscious behaviors that define your reality. Does that make sense? Give me a yes. Okay, yes. Jamie, yes. Jackie, yes. Jenny, yes. Okay. It's your unconscious behaviors that define your reality, not the conscious ones. The conscious mind is only, okay, lean into this. Lean in. Okay, lean in. The conscious mind is only 10% of the mind. The subconscious is more than 90% of the mind. And those unconscious behaviors, unconscious thoughts and programs are so automatic that they tend to lead us to our destiny, to our goals, to our results. And they have more than 10% of the conscious mind. 90% is in the subconscious paradigm programming. Only 10% comes from your conscious mind. So we've got to go into the operating system of the programs. Okay, that's like the subconscious. That's the paradigm. We've got to go deeper level. We've got to go into the computer and we've got to bring the faulty program up to the surface so that we can begin to like examine it and look at it. Right? If we can become conscious of it in our waking day, right? Like if you can bring it from the subconscious up to the conscious, which is what I love to do with coaching, is like bring the things that are there causing chaos under the surface, bring them up, which sometimes feels uncomfortable, but that's what brings growth. Bring them up to the surface, and then you have control, and then you have authority to be able to change it because you can see it. It's like bringing it from the darkness into the light, into your waking day, into your conscious mind, and you have more control over it. I am literally giving you a roadmap right now of how to achieve anything that you desire in your life. But for the sake of this masterclass, we're going to focus on your physical body. Okay? There are required steps that need to be taken to get long-lasting results. I'm not here to just tell you what to eat and what workout to do and like send you on your merry way. Like that's not what this is. And to be completely honest, back before, I didn't know what I didn't know. But back before, that's what I used to do because that's what I was told to do. And that's what led me down a very negative path. I've been there. I've done that for myself and for others. And you will not get that here because I know the potential damage that can do. Hi, Sarah. Oh, I know I'm getting like lit up about this, but like I'm fed up with the typical like health and fitness industry and their marketing. Like this is the most vital step that's missing to actually having somebody teach you how and like walk you through how to do this in your own mind. And that's literally what I have learned and what I have done for myself and what I do for others now. I'm going to show you something. There are 2 levels to this. I'm going to kind of go into this real quick. First of all, okay, if you're here, if you're present, if you're alive, if you have a pulse, give me like a lightning bolt emoji in the comments. Just let me know you're here. Let me know this is landing. Just want to make sure this is a lot. Jenny says, love this. Okay, so good. Sarah, I'm so glad you're here. So good. Karen says, yes. Jackie says, yes. Oh, I keep scrolling. Okay. All right. We're going to go into 2 levels. One's, yes, love those lightning bolts. They like supercharge me. Okay. This is what your paradigm, your beliefs, your brain, okay? This is what it's doing. This is like, I mean, it's surface level, but it's not surface level. We're gonna go like level 1, and then we're gonna go level 2. Like we're gonna go deeper after this. So this is level 1, okay? This is what your brain is doing. It's thinking a thought about your body or your health, about whatever, right? It's thinking a thought. The thought causes you to feel some type of way. And then based off of the way that you feel, you take an action, like you do something. That's why it has seemed so difficult to like get or keep results. Like although you've tried different actions, the belief, the paradigm is still there that is driving the behavior. So that's like basic level, like coaching stuff, basic like cognitive behavioral therapy. Like this is basic stuff, right? But it's important to know and understand. Now, this is the next level. I'm taking this a level deeper here because I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't. Right? That's all fine and dandy, and it creates huge change on its own. Like even just doing that in itself can create like life-changing transformation. However, there is a deeper component to this. And this is something that I've actually learned more about very, very recently. It's your energetics. Now, don't tune me out with this. Really lean in for a minute. Yes, I'm loving all your lightning bolts. Okay. If you're following with me, if you're here for step 2, put energy in the comments. I'm just wanting to make sure we're here engaging, because this is something that can either turn people really off or turn people really on. Before I knew what it was something that would turn me off. I'd like tune out. But understanding this with how this transforms your physical body, I want you to tune in. I want you to like lean in. Energy, yes. Cheryl, Melanie, Karen, Jenny. Okay, cool. Okay. This could be the thing. Yes. Kylie, Ashley, I'm loving it. I'm just seeing comments. This could be the thing that changes everything for you if you let it. It's a really broad term. Like sometimes for people, it's like discussing frequency, it's emotions, it's your vibrational level, it's discussing like what you are a match for, etc. Right? So let's take this to a deeper level of like why this plays into your physical body and like how it works for your health. So everything is made up of energy and vibration. Now, I wasn't very good at like science in school. It was probably one of my least favorite subjects. But now that I'm learning it in this context, I'm like super intrigued by it. The physical universe is made up of energy and vibration, right? Science has proven that everything is vibration. We are all energy, and all of our interactions are made up of energy. We are literally like living in an ocean of energy. At a subatomic level, everything in the universe is pure energy, moving and vibrating at different speeds or frequencies, right? So like the water inside this cup is like a level of frequency. Like this desk that my computer is sitting on is a different level of frequency of energy, right? So we perceive ourselves oftentimes as being separate from like other people, animals, plants, trees, and so on, because like our frequencies are different to these, but yet we're all connected at like the lowest level of energy. You're literally made up of energy. It's constant. Which is one thing that actually, side note, one thing that actually really helped me to have more energy was realizing like I'm created of energy. Like I can literally like manifest any energy that I need at any time because I am made of it. It's like a never ending source of it. So that helped me actually boost my energy, realizing that this was true. So think about this. Knowing that this is true, like when you think a thought, it creates a feeling inside of your body. A feeling is a frequency. It's a level of energy. Have you ever noticed that? Some thoughts will create a positive energy, and some will create a very negative energy. Based off of the way that you feel, the energy that you take, like based off of the way that you feel and the energy that you have, you take an action, right? If you feel very low energy, very low frequency, you might want to lay down on the couch and take a nap. If you feel very high energy, high frequency, you might want to go for a walk. You might want to go for a run. You might want to go play with your kids, right? You have energy to clean the house. So then from that, you get results. Not saying that taking a nap is not good, because I do that frequently. Sometimes taking a little power nap actually recharges me, but you get what I'm saying. I'm going to go more into these like other steps at another time, but for now, follow me with this. When you're holding negative thoughts and beliefs about yourself, about your body, about what you're capable of doing, you're literally manifesting and magnetizing that energy towards you. Basically saying like, more please. More please. Whatever you're holding, positive or negative, it can be working for you. It can be working against you. So when I was going through binge eating, I would hold a negative thought about myself, like I hate my body. And I would create a literal vibrational frequency inside of my body that it would create a state of anxiety, and I would spiral. I would want to escape from that feeling naturally, right? So I would turn to food for my comfort. And the negative thoughts still spiraling in my head would cause me to just numb out on food. And for a period of time, it was alcohol too, until I was literally in like physical pain from overeating, which then would lead to gaining weight, feeling super low energy, lethargic, right? And you can imagine the spiral would continue. We are either spiraling downward or we're spiraling upward. Like our thoughts create spirals. Have you ever had that? Like one negative thought will lead to another that lead to another and another and another. I literally did this. I literally did this with my husband the other day. Like he wasn't even here, but like I had a negative thought about him pop in my head. And then like 7 other ones popped up of things that I was like irritated about him for. And I was like, oh my gosh, like that escalated quickly, right? That's the power of our thoughts. And sometimes it can be a quick drive-by thought. And all of a sudden you find yourself in this negative state and you're like, what happened? Have you ever experienced that? Give me a yes in the comments if you've ever experienced that, of realizing like, holy crap, I just went down a deep hole and I didn't even realize what happened. That's your subconscious mind running on autopilot. Okay? Jackie says, I was totally there last night. Girl, I can relate. Can totally relate. So the energetic state you desire is available to you at any time. You've just got to know how to tap into it. And that's through using your mind and using your body. Sarah, just yesterday. Cheryl literally did this the other day. Lucy, yes, you guys are not alone. But now once you see it, it's not that it's never going to happen, right? It's like positive people, it doesn't mean that they don't have negative thoughts. They just know what to do with them, right? Like past me would have just let that spiral into like a week or a month, or like having a blow up with my spouse at some point. Like it would have continued because I didn't know. You don't know what you don't know. Everybody's doing the best that they can with where they're currently at, right? So now it's like, it's not that this is never going to happen anymore, but if and when it does, you're going to have a whole different energy and perspective around it. And you're going to know what to do differently. Are you following with me like on this, like on how this works? Give me a yes if this is landing. Once I made a shift, I realized when I get talking to this, I start talking super, super fast because I'm like so just lit up about it. So hope you can listen super fast too and it lands the same. Once I made a shift into doing the work to like get myself into a higher vibrational frequency, like a higher energetic state, my body followed suit. And I wouldn't feel the need to like run and escape those feelings and those thoughts. Right? Like I ultimately was able to stay in control of my actions from a state of like ease and joy, and not like scarcity and not enoughness and like fear. It's ultimately like a very like contracted fearful energy, right? So whatever state you're in and what you're making that state mean, we're literally attracting more of that to us. It's you've heard, if you followed me for any period of time, I'm sure you've heard me say this, but like it's the foundation that like love brings more love, hate brings more hate. Like that goes for people, that goes for your body, that goes for your money, that goes for your marriage, that goes for your parenting. Like whatever state that you're in, however you're like filtering everything through, you're bringing more of that to you. That's how it happens. And your body is always an outer reflection of what's going on internally. Think about what you're thinking about. Pay attention to the words that you're speaking, because those are what's planting into your subconscious, right? The more that I actually read this in a book the other day. Let me see if I can remember how it like worded it. The more that you plant, the more that you hear a lie, you actually start to believe that it's true, right? So the more that you hear something, you're programming your subconscious to start to believe it, right? So that's why it takes repetition. It's not like if you're going on and you're like, I love my body, and then all of a sudden you're like, I hate my body. Like it doesn't take one time and you're like switched over. Like you're going to go back to the level that your subconscious is at, that your paradigm is at, right? So the more that you repetitiously think or say things about yourself, that creates the state. That creates the actions that you take. Does that make sense? Okay. So think about this. This is my example. I hate my body versus I'm thankful for all my body does for me. I'm excited to work with my body to experience the change that I want to see? Like, which one feels better? The hate or the gratitude and the thankfulness and the like excitement for what's coming? Which one feels better? That feeling creates a vibrational frequency in your body, and it does bring a different result with it. Once I really started leaning into this and putting it into action, I noticed my physical body change. I dropped inflammation. I dropped like water weight, like even just beyond like fat, like my body just released stuff. I started to lose weight. I actually started to desire to work out more because I know that when I have muscle, I have more energy, right? So like it was just a natural, like my body started changing. Not that I didn't do anything, but it was from a place of like, it was a natural evolution. Now, I'm not here to tell you like you're going to get the body that you want without doing anything for it. That's going to come after. And I have something for you for that too. But you have to do this first. Right? Like my obsession with food started to disintegrate. I started putting all my focus and my attention into what I was grateful for and what I desired versus what was wrong and what I didn't like and all the negative. Right? Like it's such a subtle shift that can change everything. Change everything. I read a story in a book. It's a crazy good book. It's a book called U Squared. It's literally, oh my gosh, it's the tiniest book, life-changing. I read a story in a book called U Squared about a fly that was stuck behind a window. So the fly, I'm actually sitting in front of a window right now, and I literally had a fly doing this yesterday. So it's kind of funny. This fly was like burning out the last bits of its energy trying to fly through the glass window to get outside to freedom. Have you ever seen that on your windows, especially this time of year? It wanted to be free, and it was losing its life believing that the way to get free was to try harder, right? Like trying so hard to fly through that glass. All the while, like 10 steps away is an open door that would lead to freedom. 10 seconds of like flying into a new path, 10 seconds and a fraction of the effort, the fly could be free. But it died there on that windowsill because it refused to try another way. It was so locked in on its one idea of how to get free that its best efforts of trying harder was actually creating its death. Its biggest doom, right? How many times have you pressed into the same strategy over and over, convinced that if you just try harder and show up stronger and get a little more consistent, that it finally has to work? How many of you are convinced that working harder is the answer to... Sorry, let me rephrase that. Yeah, I said it right. How many of you are convinced that working harder is the answer to a thriving body you so desperately want and need to create? It's not working harder. It's not working harder doing the same thing. What if the freedom that you so deeply desire didn't come from more effort, more energy, more grit, but it came from a few simple steps? It came from a clear path along a new line that's always been available to you, but you just never saw it. Now, I know you've all heard experts say like, hustle in silence and let your success make the noise. But what if you didn't have to hustle? What if what's been holding you back isn't an innate flaw, or that there's something wrong with you, or that you just need to try harder, and that time has proven that you can't try hard enough? I want to encourage you with this. The doorway to your next level thriving body is less distant than you dreamed it was. It's not as far away as you think, but it might just take a new line to tap into and follow. What if it changes everything? Cheryl says, I definitely relate to the fly right now. Karen says, wow, so good. Jackie, wow, that is crazy good. Think about it. So refreshing. Yes, it is, Jackie. I want to offer you a continuation on this. I want you to take a deep breath wherever you're sitting right now. I want you to take a deep breath, like roll your shoulders back. I'm doing this for you and for me. Lean back in. I really kind of want to tie a bow around this, like super powerfully for you. By the way, did you like that fly story? When I heard that story for the first time, it like stuck with me forever. And I'm like, I literally take that concept into every area of my life, including having a physical transformation. Jamie says, heck yeah. Cheryl says, loved it. Okay. Take that deep breath. I hope that at this point, you've got a ton of value, that you've learned a lot. You have a level of understanding of why things are happening the way that they're happening. But there is a next step that you have to take to really take aligned action on this. You know the what, you know the why at this point, at least a huge piece of it, right? And now I want to teach you the how. The next level step to embodying, like literally embodying and sinking this in on a deeper level and seeing that physical body of yours start to shift and change the way that you want it to, right? Whether that's just getting to a, more of a thriving, energetic, feeling good place, whether it's just better health and wellness, or maybe it's like a whole full-blown physical transformation. I'm going to be showing you the exact steps to anchor this in, to put this into action. I'm literally doing this with you right now. It's one thing to learn something. It's another thing to put that thing that you learned into action and actually get results from it. I spent a probably good 8 years of my life just learning, thinking that just learning it would automatically just come out of me and it would just happen. It took me 8 years to learn that that's not the case. How many of you have learned that information alone won't bring you success? How many of you know that's true? Put a yes, that's true in the comments if you believe that. Information alone will not bring you the success that you want. Jackie says, yes, that's totally sticking with me and using that moving forward. Yep. Yeah. Yup. Jackie says, Jamie, yes, so true. Yes, that's true. Love it. Yes, very true. Okay. That's why I'm offering to you Thriving Body Success Habits. This is the habits that support not only what we've talked about today, but putting it all into action, right? Putting it all into action, learning your cognitive function, your energy levels, and really digging into the action steps to help your body truly thrive at a new level that you may not have ever even experienced before. I kind of have a gift for that, which I not being egotistical, but it's super cool to just see putting this piece into the puzzle, how it literally changes everything. You'll have the mindset piece nailed down. You'll have some action steps to back it up. When those two come together, right? The mindset piece combined with the action steps, combined with habits, when those two come together, it's like dynamite ready to happen. That's where the magic happens, because you can't really have one without the other. That's what I'm here for. And that's why I've literally created this mini course. It's happening next week, literally next Thursday. Side effect is you'll probably lose more weight. You'll probably make more money. You'll probably be in a better mood. Who's in? Who wants to lose some weight, make more money, be in a better mood, whatever. Save your marriage, maybe be a better parent. Literally there is so many side effects that come with doing this. Sometimes the side effects are actually better than the thing we're working on. That's been my experience. Now, so many hand raises. Yes, you already know, Jackie says. Me. Okay. Now, because you're here, right now, today, you're in a very cool, special spot. There's a special early bird promo on this mini course right now for only $199. The price is going up tomorrow. Okay. I'm going to drop the link right now. I'm actually going to copy it and I'll drop it right now in the comments for you. Because if you know you're ready for this, you know. If you know, you know. I don't need to try to talk you into it. It's either a yes or a no. So there's the link to get the special promo, the early bird pricing. Some of you just know this is a step for you. You've been looking for something like this. I believe that there's a reason why you're here. Some of you are here just to get what you got today, and that's totally okay. Others of you are no, this is it. This is the thing I've been looking for. And this is it. This is your missing piece. One last thing that I want to share with you. Can I share one more story with you? Are you guys okay? Did you like the fly story? Do you care if I share one more that's kind of similar that changed everything for me? I feel like if you're still here at this point, this next story is going to change your life. Like literally, I feel like it's going to change your life. Give me a yes if you're okay with me sharing one more story with you, and then we'll wrap this up. I'm actually doing amazing on time today. Probably because I talked so freaking fast. Absolutely go for it. Share away, please do. Oh, you guys are like me. You're like, give me all the inspiration. Okay, because here's the thing. Deciding to do something like this, deciding to invest in yourself, whatever level, this is a big decision. You're making a decision right now that could change your whole life. Seriously, like this information changed everything for me. Once I started feeling it better in my body, everything around me changed. Everything. Okay. Yes. Okay. Kylie says yes. Jenny says yes. Sarah, yes. Kelly, yes. Jill, yes. Karen, absolutely. Okay. All right. I'm going to go for it. Okay. You ready for this? Giraffes and turtles. You ready? Okay. Giraffes and turtles have a curious relationship because they occupy the same space, but they don't have the same worldview. Giraffes can be, okay, this is so interesting. Okay, giraffes can be in the same like geographical location as the turtle, but the giraffe eats from the tops of the trees. The turtles like move through the grass, right? Have you ever been experiencing the same circumstances as someone else, and you find that the two of you see things from a completely different view? Like you see the possibilities, and they can only like tell you the probability of failing and like what's wrong with it and why you shouldn't do it. Have you ever had that? What ultimately happens to us as people is we eat on the level of our vision. What ultimately happens to us as people is we eat on the level of our vision. When you are a giraffe and you get criticism from turtles, they are simply reporting the view from the level that they're on. If you understand this, you won't be moved by what other people say. And sometimes it's not even that what they say isn't true, because they know patterns of your behavior in the past, right? They have defined who you are now by who you were, but they don't understand necessarily who you are. And their poor understanding of who you are will incarcerate you to who you were, because they keep dragging you back to your lower self instead of evolving to your higher self. I've lost a lot of great opportunities because I have acquiesced to the murmurings of the turtles. People that knew me in the past, people who knew who I used to be and spoke to that version of myself. That kept me bound to that version of myself versus allowing myself to evolve to the new version of who I am, right? To a new level. The reason I love sharing the giraffe as a metaphor is because the giraffe has a 25-pound heart. That heart will pump blood up to its 9-foot neck so that its head can stay up high, right? So conversely, if the giraffe lowers his head to the level of the turtle, he would lose consciousness and pass out. Think about that. When you were built to be tall, you will endanger your position if you lower your perspective. You can't allow people whose vision is here to control your action up here. The turtle is never wrong for what they think. They're simply reporting on their level. Like I mentioned before, everybody's doing the best that they can with where they're currently at and what they know. So it's not that they're wrong. They're reporting from their level. The turtles will tell you that you don't need to work on this. The turtles will tell you that you're already doing good enough. You shouldn't change. The turtles will tell you that you should be happy and fulfilled and, just being a great mom and a wife, and you shouldn't distract yourself from those priorities and work on your mental health and your physical body. The turtles will tell you that you're not worth it to spend that money on. The turtles will tell you that you have so much else on your plate that you don't need to be trying to lose weight and better yourself. They will tell you that you've spent too much time and energy into something that's never going to succeed or that won't stick. Maybe sometimes that turtle is your past self. But that turtle cannot reach up. So you cannot explain to a turtle a giraffe decision. The turtle cannot reach up to your level. It can't. So don't part with your position for a turtle's perspective. Did that inspire you? It's literally so true. Whoa, this is so good. So good. Ooh, Jackie says. Sarah, ooh. Oh my gosh, so good. Cheryl, all the time. I love it. All right, guys. The link, I'm going to put it one more time. I just put the link to purchase the Thriving Body Success Habits mini course in the comments again. Okay, it's in pre-sale right now, like I said. And so if you get it before tomorrow, you pay the early bird pricing of only $199. This is the only time it's going to be this cheap. Okay, so tomorrow the price goes up to $222. And the next time that I do this whole thing, the price is going to go up even more. Like even the early bird pricing is going to be more than the regular pricing. So this is the only time it's going to be this cheap. If this landed with you, if this spoke to you, it was for a reason. Okay, so this is happening next Thursday. It's a one-day event. It's going to be anywhere, I usually like to say 90 minutes to 2 hours, but be flexible. It may be more, it may be less. It'll be, for sure it won't be less than 90 minutes. It'll be at least 90 minutes. Anywhere from 90 minutes to like 2 to 3 hours. You will get access to the recording. You will be able to, tap back in when you need to. But that's happening next week, next Thursday. So be sure to grab your spot. What if this was, like seriously, what if this was the thing that changes everything for you? Okay, click the link in the comments. I would love to hear if you have any questions, throw them in the comments. I'll be present. I can answer for you, and I'll talk to you soon. Love you guys.